Metric Precision builds high-tolerance aerospace parts for such customers as Boeing, Vought, Schweitzer, Northrop Grumman, who then sell to both the commercial and government facilities.
The company had grown well beyond the point of the systems that it already had in place. It was critical that we put an information system in that brought all the functional areas together to allow us to function as a team.
One of the main reasons that we chose Epicor 9 was its improved ability to capture costs and give us real-time data.
We could look in one system and inquire with regard to where the order was, what the status of the order was through the shop, where it was at outside processing, when it was expected back so that we could commit to the customer.
After selecting Epicor 9, we were actually up and running in 120 days. Tech support is probably one of the best run organizations that I've ever dealt with in any kind of data or electronic environment. We've been able to customize everything from our purchase orders down to our backlog reports and actually what the customer sees as far as shipping documents and invoices. Epicor is being used in our organization for every aspect of the business from quote to cash. So we start out with a quote that is generated from Epicor, which then turns into a sales order, which then turns into purchase orders, and which then turns into a job and then a finished product for the customer, and then ultimately the invoice.
The efficiencies that we realized almost immediately was the ability to buy material at a better rate and to buy outside services on a more competitive basis. We, in fact, were able to reduce our outside processing costs by 50% in the first 6 months. In terms of material, we were able to get better prices on material because we had better visibility to when it was going to be needed. We eliminated almost exclusively any expedite costs, which saved, in our firm alone, close to $750,000 annually.
With Epicor 9 coming on board, we were able to see what the true cost of a part actually is. I was able to dissect whether or not the quote was correct, and in turn give the customer a better price on future items, which is translated into a lot more business.
Our customer service is just changed immensely. Before, the parts were all over the shop and I'd have to run around and try to find people. Are they in the shop? Are they at processing? And now with Epicor, I can push a button and see exactly where the parts are. And customers love it. And I've also been able to implement a single point of contact. So they have one person they call, and that's the one person they talk to.
It's significantly increased our accuracy for orders and ensured that we actually get on-time delivery so we can complete our finished product on time. For example, with one customer, we were ranked 17 out of 18 suppliers, and within the last 90 days we've been able to climb to number 2.
We're at the point where we're about to really start to run with Epicor, and that's going to have a dramatic impact on the top line for Metric Precision.